Hey, it's Alex here. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how you can make your website more accessible using a free plugin from the people over at Elementor. When it comes to accessibility, a lot of website owners and web developers don't really give it a lot of time. But honestly, it's something you really need to do. It has a lot of benefits. By making your website more accessible, you're making it more inclusive and ensuring that all of your visitors are able to enjoy your content. And accessibility isn't just for visitors with disabilities, it actually makes your website easier to use for everyone. Search engines also love accessible websites, so you're giving yourself an SEO boost by ensuring that your website is accessible. And then of course there's the legal obligations. There's the EAA directive in Europe, and then there's ADA in the US, which have both come into effect, and you've got a legal obligation to ensure that you comply with them. The plugin I'm going to be using in this video is this one. It's Ally by Elementor, although you don't need Elementor in order to be able to use it. There's a free version available just within the WordPress plugin section. Just click Add New and do a search for Ally. There is some paid versions available too, which offer a whole load more features. I'm going to be installing it onto my website, estepona.life, which, if you're familiar with my channel, you'll know that's my side project at the moment, a website that I'm working on a regular basis. And yeah, it's about time that I made it accessible. So I'm going to jump on the computer in a few moments and we're going to install the plugin. We're going to get it set up and I'm going to show you some of the cool things that it can do to help make your website a lot more accessible. Before I do jump on the computer, I just want to say that the kind people over at Elementor have given me 5 licenses for Ally that I can share with you. If you'd like one of those licenses, just leave a comment below this video. And the first 5 people that do leave a comment, well, I'll send you a license. So let's get on the computer and let's take a look at Ally. So here we are. This is the Ally website. I'll put a link up now. It's an affiliate link. Thanks very much if you use it. You'll also find a link in the description of this video. As I said, there is a free version that you can install via the WordPress dashboard. Just go into the plugin section and click Add New, or you can get hold of a copy over on this site. Now, let's quickly just have a look at some of the features before we get started. So I've already explained that accessibility is essential. There's various legal reasons why you should do it, but also it helps all of your website visitors enjoy your website content. Some of the features that you get with Ally, one of the main things is this Accessibility Widget, which allows people to change elements on your site to make them more accessible, things like text size and line height. You can also create and publish your accessibility statement. You can use the Ally Assistant that uses AI technology to help you fix any of the violations that you might have on your website. And you can also monitor the progress in terms of how you're getting on with your accessibility. Now, the free version, well, it includes quite a lot of features as it comes. You've got the scan overview dashboard, you've got the widget, you can customize the styling. You only get 5 URL scans though, and you can't use the AI features to fix any of the problems. The plan that I'm going to be using today is the Plus plan, which gives you 200 URL scans. You get 20,000 credits for AI fixes. You get the widget, of course, you get the overview dashboard, you can customize the styling, you get the statement, you can white label it if you want, which is great if you're a web developer. You get the screen reader, you get the language selection, and you get the analytics in terms of how many people are using your widget. So I'm going to head over to my website and get Ally installed and set up. So here we are, here's my website, estepona.life. It's a website all about where I live here in Spain. Helps people find the best things in the town. So let's start. I'm going to go into my dashboard. I'm already logged in. I'm going to add the plugin via the WordPress plugin section. So let me go down to plugins and click Add Plugin. Do a search for Ally. And here we go, it's the first one that comes up. Click Install Now. And then Activate. So that's activated. The first thing I need to do is connect the plugin to my Elementor account. So you're going to need an account over on Elementor. You may already have one. I'm going to click Connect. I've already got one because I've already got the Pro subscription. It says, let's improve your site's website accessibility. Let's click Get Started. And I do now need to sign into Elementor. So let me just do that real quick. So there we go, I'm signed in. It's now going to ask if it's okay to connect my site to my account, which of course is fine. You can be a super contributor as well, or contributor, however you like to say it. Let's click approve and connect. And there we go, we're all set. As I said, I've already signed up for the Plus plan, so that's already going to be available to me. So let's click done. And well, we can start by doing a scan of the home page, see what issues we've got. So let's do that. And there we go. It says I've got 185 issues found. So I've got quite a lot of work to do here, but luckily Ally is going to make it nice and easy. So let's go through these issues. The first one is the alt text, and the alt text is actually on my little slider arrow there. So I should probably make it clear that it is a left navigation arrow. So we can mark the image as decorative, if that's what it is, although this is a functional image. It's used to navigate this product slider. So I won't tick that box right now. I'm going to just type in it's a left slider navigation arrow. And then click resolve. So that's done. Let's do the next one. Just come down here and click on the little arrow to go to the next issue. And this is, of course, the right slider navigation arrow. There we go. That's done. That's two things fixed already. So let's have a look. It's for the dynamic content and area. So it's the missing widget labels, which are these widgets here, the product widgets again. So interactive elements must have a clear accessible name. So let's see if AI can fix this for me. I'm going to click this. So what it's come back with is the role is a tab panel and the label is tab panel 0, which I don't think is actually that clear. I'm going to change it a little bit and say that it's a product panel. And maybe the role should be product panel 2. And then apply. I need to go and do that on all of them, but save some time in this video. I'll do that a bit later. So we'll just skip this for now. I'll come back later. Okay, next we've got keyboard and assistive technologies. So link purpose is unclear. Which link are we looking at here? So that is the link again through to one of the t-shirts. Again, let's click on Let AI Resolve It to get started. And it's giving it a label product 1, which that's fine. Bearing in mind that these products do change all the time, so we can apply that fix. And we can do that on all of these. Okay, so that's all done. Now, page structure and navigation has got a lot of stuff going on. So we've got duplicate search labels. So the issue is search areas must have a clear, unique label. Let's see what AI comes back with. And it's come back with a nice label that says Search Estepona Life, which is absolutely perfect. So as you can see, it's a really easy way to work through what needs to be done. It can help you fix some of it. Other bits are going to need a little bit more kind of coding and changes to the theme. So for example here, where the content is outside the landmarks, I need to actually go in and have a look at the theme. I'm probably going to speak to Phil about this, who is obviously the developer of Popcorn Theme that I'm running. And we can get all these landmark problems fixed. Down here we've got some duplicate footer labels. So footer sections must have a clear and unique label. Again, we can use AI on this one. So yeah, there's a lot that the AI can help you with. Not everything at the moment. I mean, it is still in beta. So I'm sure it's going to get better over time. So we can fix that just like that. So that is the Accessibility Assistant. Really useful. I mean, we can change some contrast here. It doesn't like the contrast of the text over the video there, which is fair enough. I need to have a play around with that. I'd imagine, although when it's dark like that, it's tricky. Something like that works, but I need to just play around with that and get it kind of as it should be, so that it's nice and accessible, but also still looks pretty decent. So yeah, I've got some fun things to be playing around with there. Hopefully it won't take me too long though using Ally. Let's move on to the next feature, which is really cool, which is the Accessibility Widget. So down here is the widget, but at the moment it's being covered by my other widget, which is my privacy widget. So I need to change some settings so that they're not on top of each other. So let's go back into the WordPress dashboard. Here we are, and I'm going to go down here, and here is Ally. Now, of course, I have only scanned the home page. I would need to scan some of my other pages too. Luckily, with the plan that I'm on, I've got plenty of scans to play with. But yeah, let's have a look at the widget design, which is here. So we can change the icon if we like, whichever one you prefer. I quite like the little guy there. You can change the color. You can change the radius, make it more square or round. And here is the position. So I need it to be on the other side, ideally, because that way it won't interfere with my other widget. Got the same feature there for mobile. Once we're done making changes, we need to click Save Changes over here. Now we've done that, let me go back to the front and just show you some of the cool stuff that this widget can do. So here we are, it's down here now. So it allows people to change the text size. So if they need it to be nice and big, do that just by clicking. We can adjust the line height so there's more space. We can adjust the alignment if we like. We can change the font so that it's more readable. We can make the website grey so that there's no colors to mess stuff up. We can adjust the contrast on the fly. Now this is really cool. You can have dark contrast, light contrast, or high contrast. The next section here is the page structure. So this kind of shows people how the site is structured. So people can easily jump to various sections. So that's nice. Next up, we've got the reading mask. Now this works really well when you're looking at a piece of content. So let me just go to a piece of content like this and bring this up again, and then bring up the reading mask. So when people are reading, if we want to close the widget, you can easily just kind of highlight the bits that you're looking at. So that's a really nice little feature. Let's turn it off. You can hide all the images. You can pause animations if you've got stuff that's flying around. Next, we've got the outline focus, which is for when people are navigating with the keyboard. It will make an outline so it's clearer where they are on the page. And then you've got highlight links, which basically just shows where all the links are. So that is the widget, which is a really cool feature and improves the accessibility of your website instantly. So they're the main two parts of Ally. The widget and, of course, the accessibility tool that helps you fix stuff by running scans. Let me just show you the final settings. Let's go back into the dashboard. Click on Ally. So you've got these capabilities, so you can turn stuff on and off within the widget. So you've got other things like a screen reader, you've got a sitemap, you've got a language selector. If you want, you've got the color adjustment options, and you can hide the logo if you like. Another really cool thing is the accessibility statement. Now, I don't already have one, so I need one. So let's click on that and then click continue. Then you need to stick in your company name. So let me just do that real quick, fill in these boxes. There we go, that's all filled in. Now we can create the statement. And it's linked it from the widget. Of course, I could add that to the footer or anywhere else on the website if I wanted to. So that was really quick, really easy. Got an accessibility statement ready to go. Final thing we've got is the analytics, which of course there isn't any data in here yet because, well, for a start, it's switched off. So I can turn that on by clicking Enable Tracking. Click Confirm and Enable. And this will start to then gather data in terms of how many people are using the widget and what they're doing with it. So that's a really nice feature too. So there we go, that's Ally. I highly recommend you give it a try. Install it for free, have a play around with it, and make your website more accessible and inclusive. And that brings us to the end of this video. Let me know what you think in the comments. Are you going to be making your website more accessible? Maybe you've already done it. Share your experiences with me. I do love hearing from you. If you enjoyed this video, I would really appreciate a like. But until next time, I wish you the best of luck with your websites. See you later.